Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Virtual Coffee with Dr. Blue. So, I wanted to come on here this morning. I was trying to go on Facebook Live, but for some reason it was not working for me this morning. So, I don't want that to stop what I'm trying to do because I have a story to talk about this morning, and I wanted to make sure that I am sharing this information with you and I want you to know how important this information is that I am sharing with you. So, what I want to do is I want to share my screen this morning with you, and I want to just talk about um, you know, what it is as we move into this season and how different people will come into our lives and they will really want to just kind of latch on to us and to really just, figure out what they can get from us while it is, these colder seasons and while it is just that time to for them to, try to figure out what they want from us. So, what I want to do is I want to talk about something called cuffing season. Okay. So, if you don't know what cuffing season is, it is the season of when people are trying to get with us and you know, trying to cuff up with us and connect with us because they know that it is that time of the year where it's going about to get cold. So I am putting in this chat right now. We are discussing cuffing season. So yes, I type a little bit slow. um, so I know you're probably wondering, like, who is this and who is this lady? I am Dr. Andrea Blue. I am the CXO and Executive Director of B&J Enterprises LLC, where we help Black and Brown girls and women to level up and take their next steps with a plan of action. We focus on career, education, entrepreneurship, personal professional development, and employment. And so, what we want to do is expose you to other opportunities that you wouldn't normally have had in your regular life. So, that's one of Cardi B's sayings. But we want to make sure that we take you to those next steps in life, right? Because we know that as life is moving forward, we know that sometimes there are times when we just need that extra help, right? So we want to talk about cuffing season and what is it. So cuffing season, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is a season that refers to a period of time. Now think about that, a period of time where people began to look for short-term partnerships to pass the colder months of the year. Okay. So cuffing season usually begins in October and lasts until just after Valentine's Day. So if you know anything about Valentine's Day, that's the day when we're as women we're supposed to get gifts and showered on, and that's the time when after that that's when that person, whoever that is, they begin to act up and say, you know what, I don't need to be here anymore and I don't need to be in this space with you anymore, so I'm going to find a reason for us to break up or something for us to fall out. So because I don't need you, the season is over, it's no longer winter, it's no longer cold, so I don't need you. So cuffing season is also described as that season of being tied down, or the time when um, we normally would have been out in the community, but that person just wants you to be with them all the time now. They want you to be with them every moment of the day. So I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about, I'm talking to my Black and brown women that sometimes we feel like we just have to have someone in our lives and we have to have somebody with us. And I know you're probably saying, like, why are you saying that because you're married? No, I'm not saying that because I'm married. I'm saying that because this is real, okay? And there are people out here that really, really prey on you because you are a single woman or because you are a woman that has a good job, you have it all together. And sometimes there are men or people that prey on you because you have children and they know that because you have children that you know that they know that you're gonna have food in the house, you're gonna have shelter, you're gonna have access to a place to drive and all of that. So I think about that cuffing season, and I think about sometimes we don't even know these people. So you go and you let them welcome them into your home. You somebody that you may have known before, or it may have been someone that you just met. And so you're welcoming this person in, you're giving them all access to everything, your bank account, you're giving them access to the keys to your car, the kids' snacks, your food, your shelter, your bed. Oh my God, your bed, your space. You're just giving up all of this because for the simple fact you believe that this is the person, because they tell you everything you want to hear, because they know that they just need to do whatever they need to do in order for them to have a space to lay their head. And so when we think about that, we have to be ever so careful. So I want to give you some tips about when it is cuffing season and what to look for, right? And um how to avoid it, because um we want to make sure that we are not just falling into falling victim to cuffing season, because especially women that are Christian women, we feel like, oh, I have to help this person, whether it's a family member, whether it's somebody that we feel like this person is the love of our life, or someone that we can really value in having some real life relationships with. So we want to make sure that we are paying attention to those things, okay? So we know that when someone is wanting to be with us, they usually don't have a job, right? Because if they have a job, they can go and they can make it on their own. So right? So that means that all day they don't have any daily activities. They're not doing anything all day. So while you at work, they're over here in your space, eating your snacks, doing all kind of stuff, right? So also, you don't know whether they are cheating on you or whether they're doing whatever. So what you're doing is you're trying to text them and call them, hey babe, or hey sis, or whoever it is, making sure what they're doing, because they're in your space and you don't know what they're doing. So you're trying to figure out, what are you doing over there? How you doing? You okay? But really what you want to know is what you're doing in my space, right? And so you can't really be yourself because you have this person in your space, and you don't want to feel selfish, and you don't want to feel like you're being, not sharing what you have. So what you do is you find yourself not being yourself, and you probably find yourself, man, I don't even want to go home, because you know that person is there. And then all of a sudden that person will vanish out of your life. They are gone, right? And then you given all of this, you've done all of this for them, and then all of a sudden they are gone. And then what, right? Then what do you do? So what do you how do you feel? You're feeling like, man, I've done all this for them, I've sacrificed, I've made them, comfortable in my space, and now all of a sudden they are no longer here. What do you do, and how do you feel? What do you do? So I want to say to you that with these opportunities with virtual coffee, I know that you're tired. I know that you're stressed out. And I know that you are trying to find spaces to talk about these type of situations. And that's what virtual coffee is about. This is a free opportunity for us to really just come in and have these conversations like this, because no one should feel like this. I've been prey to it too. I've had times when people come in and, hey, how you doing? Hey, let's kick it. I don't have nowhere to go. Then all of a sudden they laying on your couch, or then you have an extra room for them. And then, it's come time for them to put in, or to support or help or whatever. And then all of a sudden they gone. Right. And it leaves you feeling empty and upset. And you're like, man, I've done all this and I really didn't want anything in return. But Why would you do that to me? And so I want to repeat these steps with you and these tips with you. When someone doesn't have anything to do all day long and they tell you, oh, I got a job, or I applied for this job and I just need a moment. And then you look up and you realize that, hey, I've been cuffed. I've been cuffed up and this person is laying on my couch and they're not doing nothing. What do? You find this person that you thought was the one, you brought them in and you feel like you can have fix this project, and now all of a sudden all they doing is cheating on you and watching your next Netflix and Hulu all day long, and you over here working, trying to make sure that everybody is taken care of, but ain't nobody looking out for you, and you feel betrayed, right? And when you feel like that, it's time for you to really realize that something is going on because you can't be yourself. And when you can't be yourself, that's when you know that something is wrong. When you're feeling out of place in your own space, something is not right, right? So all of a sudden, then that person is gone. And you thought that that person was there for you, but then those winter months, they're not even there anymore. After the winter months, they're gone and they just disappear on you, right? They block your number. That person, you can't even find them on Facebook anymore. And it's happened to me, and it hurts. When I tell you it hurts, I suggest that if you are feeling like you want to have someone come into your space and be there with you, don't. Okay? Because if they haven't been there with you when it was hot summer days and they haven't talked to you, but all of a sudden they want to show up on your steps when it's getting close to the cold times, don't allow yourself to be cuffed up, okay? Because cuffing season is real. There are some people out here that really are preying on you because they know that you have it together and they know that you are really about your business. So I want to say to you, be careful, be mindful, and take care of you most of all, because you are valuable and you are exactly where you need to be. But if they're not helping you to level up, and sometimes people come into our lives for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And when they do, let them go. Let them go. And don't feel bad about it. And sometimes it's just time to realize that I've learned from that experience. And now it's time for me to do something different. So when we're talking about cuffing season, this is so real because it not only affects you, but it affects you if you have children. It affects your finances. It affects your mindset. And it affects your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. And next thing you know, that person is driving your car, taking it to see other people where you know that your car would not have been, and you are all upset, and you all the while you still trying to work your job. You all the while still trying to make ends meet, keep stuff going, and keep things moving. So I'm saying to you, do not allow someone to come in and pull you into their mess and make you feel like you are, or make you feel bad about, come on, it'll only be for a couple months. No, there are places where they can go, where they can get assistance, and they can be there, because especially when they know that you're trying to get somewhere, anytime you're trying to get somewhere and do something positive, it's always going to be people that are going to come and drag you down. And when you feel like that, it's time for you to realize, like, wake up, focus on your own mindset and say, you know what, I don't want you to do this to me, and I don't need to, and I don't have to, and I'm not going to. Okay. So, again, my name is Dr. Andrea Blue. I am the CXO and Executive Director of B&J Enterprises. I bring it to you raw, uncut, and I give it to you just the way that you need it, because sometimes you need someone to remind you of your greatness, and also to find that there is strength in numbers. So the more that I am building community with people like yourself that is listening to this, whether you're driving, um, right, watching it incognito, and you don't want anybody to know you're here, but you're listening. Welcome. You are welcome in this space. Next time we will be talking about another topic that is near and dear. These topics are especially important to our Black and Brown women and our girls as we move forward. Join me on our Please like and share and comment. Join me on our next um, virtual coffee with Dr. Blue. I'll be doing these every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time right here. And you can join me on our Facebook page and you can join me on our YouTube page. Those are the pages that I'll be going on live, and you'll be able to see me and join me. If you haven't joined and you haven't seen it, and you're not sure what I'm talking about, and you're not sure how I'm coming to you and giving you this information and sharing with you. Like today, I'm talking about that cuffing season. And if you're not sure about what that means, listen to the live again, listen to the replay, share with someone you know that needs it, because we're really talking about this cuffing season and how we're talking about people are coming in and playing on our vulnerability and not paying attention to how we are. How important we are. And so we need to know that we are valuable. So, those of you that are listening and not and really realizing that, hey, I listen to Dr. Blue all the time, but I don't like, comment, and share, and I haven't done that yet. We are discussing, I'm going to put it in the chat again. We are discussing cuffing season. Okay. And if you don't know what it means, then you need to listen to this live. Or if you are dealing with that, you need to listen to this live or this replay so that you can learn how to level up. And you probably already know, because I know you probably feel it down in your soul that, hey, I need to do something different, but you don't know how. I'm going to give you the steps on, and I'm going to be the support for you as you walk through these steps to release those people in your life that are not supposed to be there. Okay. So, other than that, I want to say to you, have an amazing day and be well. I have stopped sharing my screen, but I want to say to you, you are welcome in this space. You are welcome to connect with me. If you have questions, please join our newsletter at Blue Pathways. I'm putting it in the chat. Blue Pathways Mentorship Services com. You can join our newsletter right there. You will be able to you'll be privy to all of our updates and upcoming information. We send those out on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And we have our upcoming events that are coming up as well. And you can join those, you can be part of them, and continue to join our community, because that's what we're doing. So, have a great day, everybody, and be well.